Have you ever pondered why knowledge doesn't always translate to piety? It's a question that's both simple and complex, inviting us to explore the intricate relationship between these two concepts. Knowledge, in its broadest sense, refers to the information, facts, skills, and understanding we acquire through experience or education. It's the bedrock of our intellectual growth. On the other hand, piety is about our inner, spiritual growth, reflecting our reverence and devotion. It's about our moral compass, the guiding principles that shape our actions and attitudes. But here's the conundrum. Why doesn't one automatically lead to the other? Why doesn't our expanding knowledge always result in growing piety? It's a paradox that's intrigued philosophers, scholars, and thinkers for centuries. And today, we're going to unpack it together. As we delve into this conversation, remember that both knowledge and piety are equally important, yet distinct. Let's explore this fascinating intersection of the mind and spirit and see where it takes us. When we talk about knowledge, what do we mean exactly? This question is more profound than it may seem at first glance. Knowledge is not just the accumulation of facts and figures. It's an understanding, a comprehension of the world around us, the known and the unknown. It's the sum total of what we've learned and experienced, the insights we've gained, and the wisdom we've cultivated. Knowledge is a multifaceted jewel, each facet reflecting a different aspect of our understanding. Some facets of knowledge shine with the brilliance of hard facts and empirical truths, things we can quantify and measure. Other facets glow with the softer light of subjective truths, things we can't measure but know to be true nonetheless. Knowledge is also a tool, a powerful one at that. It's the key that unlocks the door to progress, innovation, and discovery. It's the compass that guides us as we navigate the complex labyrinth of life. It's the lens through which we view the world, shaping our perceptions and informing our decisions. But knowledge is not just about understanding the world around us. It's also about understanding ourselves. It's about self-awareness, self-reflection, and personal growth. It's about recognizing our strengths and acknowledging our weaknesses. It's about learning from our successes and our failures, our triumphs and our defeats. Acquiring knowledge is a lifelong journey. It requires curiosity, an open mind, and a willingness to learn. It requires us to question, to probe, to challenge the status quo. It requires us to seek out new experiences, to embrace diversity and difference, to step outside our comfort zones. However, knowledge has its pitfalls. It can lead to arrogance if not tempered with humility. It can lead to complacency if not coupled with a constant thirst for learning. It can lead to a sense of superiority if not balanced with empathy and understanding. That's why wisdom is so important. Wisdom is the ability to use knowledge judiciously, to apply it in a way that is beneficial, not just for ourselves, but for others as well. It's about making the right choices, not just the smart ones. It's about knowing when to speak and when to listen. Knowledge is power, but only when used wisely. Now, let's turn our attention to piety. What is it, and why does it matter? Piety is often thought of as a deep sense of reverence or devotion towards something sacred or divine. It's a quality that's often associated with religious observance and moral integrity. But piety is not just about following religious rituals or doing good deeds. It's a state of the heart, a disposition that reflects a profound respect and love for the divine. The importance of piety cannot be overstated. It is the compass that guides us in our moral and ethical decisions. It fosters a sense of responsibility towards others and towards the world we live in. It inspires us to strive for excellence in our actions, not for the sake of worldly gain or recognition, but out of a sincere desire to please the divine. Cultivating piety is a lifelong journey. It begins with knowledge, understanding, and thoughtful reflection. It involves consistent practice, self-discipline, and a willingness to challenge our own shortcomings. It requires us to be mindful of our actions, our words, and even our thoughts. But here's a caveat. Piety without knowledge or understanding can lead us astray. It can result in blind faith, dogmatism, and intolerance. It can make us focus on the form rather than the essence of our beliefs and actions. This is why it's crucial to pair our piety with knowledge, understanding, and critical thinking. Remember, piety is not about appearing holy or righteous. It's not about judging others or enforcing our beliefs onto them. It's about cultivating a deep, sincere, and humble relationship with the divine. It's about living our values authentically and consistently, not just in the public eye, but also in the privacy of our own hearts. Piety is indeed a virtue, a beautiful and noble quality that can enrich our lives in countless ways. But like any virtue, it requires more than just outward actions. It requires a genuine and profound inner transformation. Piety is a virtue, but it requires more than just outward actions. So, where do knowledge and piety intersect, and why don't they always align? Let's dive into this intriguing intersection. On one hand, you have knowledge, a vast ocean of facts, theories, and data. It's the accumulation of information and understanding about the world around us. On the other hand, you have piety, a profound sense of reverence and respect for the divine. It's an intimate, personal journey that extends beyond the tangible and measurable. Now, you might think that these two concepts would naturally go hand in hand. After all, the more we know, the more we can appreciate the intricacies and the marvels of creation, right? But here's the conundrum. Knowledge and piety don't always align. You see, knowledge can exist without piety. A person can be highly educated, well-read, and informed, yet lack the humility and reverence that piety entails. They might understand the mechanics of the universe, yet miss out on the awe and wonder that comes with appreciating its creator. Similarly, piety can exist without extensive knowledge. A person may possess a profound sense of humility and reverence towards the divine, yet lack a comprehensive understanding of worldly matters. This doesn't make their piety any less valid or meaningful. In essence, knowledge and piety are like two circles in a Venn diagram, overlapping yet distinct. They can enrich each other, yet they maintain their unique identities. Knowledge and piety, while closely related, are not interchangeable. In conclusion, how can we find a balance between knowledge and piety? It's not about choosing one over the other. Instead, it's about intertwining them, understanding that knowledge fuels piety and piety gives purpose to knowledge. Let's cultivate a thirst for learning while nurturing a heart filled with piety. Let's challenge our minds and enrich our souls. Let's not just know, but also understand and feel. As we continue on our individual journeys, may we strive for both knowledge and piety, understanding their unique roles in our lives.